As the leaves fall and the weather gets cooler, Dr. Ron Butcher Field is heating up as the Keene State Owls welcome in-state rival Plymouth State. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Owls Media Network presented on Flow Sports. Joined alongside Ryan Otterson, my name is Teddy Steinberg. A rivalry renewed, the 34th matchup between these two teams, both needing a major spark in the LEC playoff race. And Ryan, perhaps there's a little more bad blood than usual.
Yeah, Teddy, absolutely. Last year in the LEC quarterfinals, Plymouth State came here to Dr. Ron Butcher Field and knocked off the Owls in a crushing 3-0 win. The Owls were undefeated against Plymouth in the last 6 meetings prior, so see how the Owls handle this one.
Keene State comes into this one 7-5-2, 1-3-1 in the LEC, in Plymouth not much better. 4-9-1 overall, also 1-3-1 in conference play. The Owls coming off a tough loss against Williams. That game finished 5-1. Plymouth also coming off a loss, a conference loss, 3-1 to UMass Dartmouth. The Owls sticking with their guy, senior Eldon Husanovic, will get the start at net for Keene, and the junior Cole Matta is in net for the Panthers. It's the biggest game of the season. Thanks for joining us on the Owls Media Network. Teddy Steinberg alongside Ryan Otterson. We are just about set to get things underway.
Yeah, Teddy, and another thing you want to look at here tonight in this matchup is the last time that both teams scored multiple goals in a game against each other was in September 26th of 2015. And that game ended in a 4-2 Plymouth State win.
And we'll see if the offenses can get going again, Ryan. Keene State's offense has been somewhat there this year. They've really done well, at least here at home. On the road, not so much. However, defensively, there's been some small issues. We'll see if the Owls can clean that up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you played Williams. I mean, they're number 11 in the country. You didn't really expect too much out of that 5-1 loss. You know, you probably could have played a little bit more better on the defensive end, but recently they're 1-3-1 in their last 5 games. So Keene State's kind of hit a little bit of a lull, and we've talked about the stakes coming into this game. You know, Plymouth State and Keene State both fighting for those last playoff spots in the conference right now.
And what a story for this rivalry, Ryan. We are just about set to get going, and here we are. Plymouth State, Keene State once again here on the Owls Media Network. DiGiovanni fires that one downfield. Hartshorn chasing after it. The first to get there is Kofi Kadjo. And now Plymouth will try and maintain. That one poked over Corby into 2 Owls, knocked away. Here's DiGiovanni. Officials for today's game, Poppy Sora, the head referee, Christopher Batinzi, and Mohammed Fuad Makayad are the linesmen. Now here's Hamzic. Now DiGiovanni. Here's Corby on the near sideline, gets a step around Casarino. Now sends it downfield. Brevio had some speed, but the ball nowhere near him. Now here come the Panthers. That's Nick Farrow on the far sideline, watched by Stoll Aliman, 8-on-8. Belial with a good step, that goes to the foot of Gamache. Here's Wojcinski. Finds Corby, who will send it downfield. Hartshorn, the freshman's got speed. That one hit off of Kadjo. I don't know if he really expected that. Now he'll fire it downfield. Tough header on that one, but Plymouth State will try to control again. Here's Hanal Vasquez. Near side of the field, Wojcinski. Tries to get it to Hartshorn again. Schmidt, head coach Matt Schmidt, trying to tell him maybe he was out of position.
Yeah, but I really like what I'm seeing here early on from Keene State. You know, they usually play a little bit more passive in the first half, but it seems like they're a little more aggressively offensive tonight.
Definitely trying to find those seams upfield, especially with the speed of Hartshorn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got to utilize the speed, especially on the vertical game over the top. Plymouth State's going to play a little bit more depth tonight, play a little bit more deep. They're the one that's coming into this game with the disadvantage, so you're going to have to try to get the ball over them a little bit harder tonight.
That's Luke McLaughlin on the throw-in on the far side of the field for Plymouth. Just over 2 minutes has passed here. He'll fire that one into the box, headed away easily by Hamzic. And it will roll out. McLaughlin will throw it in once again. And so the sun just about set. The stadium lights are on. Very cloudy day. We had spotty showers earlier today. Rain fully in the morning, and then a strong sun shower around 2 p.m. Here's Wojcinski heading it upfield, intercepted and played away by Korsog. Here's a shot handled by Husanovic. That one came outside the box. I believe off the foot of George Bergen.
Let's go, Keene! Vamos!
Here's Belial. We'll see if the Owls, there was some possession there from Plymouth State. Let's see if the Owls can actually have some definitive possession, which they've really been unable to have so far.
Yeah, no, they struggle a little bit in that midfield area, kind of transitioning the ball forward. They get trapped a lot deep, as we kind of see right here, the little high press from Plymouth State.
Here's Wojcinski now. Now another pass knocked away, but now handled by Hartshorn. Walks a tightrope on the line. DiGiovanni gets a give and go from Wojcinski, who gets it back to Hartshorn. Tried to chip it ahead to DiGiovanni, but couldn't get enough foot on it. Now here's Kadjo. He'll fire that one downfield. Bergoza, good body screen there. Lets Husanovic take care of it. Here are the Keene State starters. We mentioned Husanovic in net. Corby, Hamzic, DiGiovanni, Brivio, Elias Stolaliman, Bergoza, Wojcinski, Belial, Hartshorn, and Nick Hanau Vasquez round out the Owls 11. Now, very vocal Matt Schmidt, as I don't know if you can hear. I know we can. Trying to get his freshman in position. Here's Bergen. That one taken away by Hanau Vasquez. DiGiovanni couldn't get to it. Now sent downfield. That one too far for Korsog. It will be a Keene State throw-in. Ryan, a look at the Plymouth State lineup.
Yep, Cole Matta in goal, Rowan McCarthy defense, Neil Scott-Tistig playing defense, Kofi Kadjo, George Bergen, Nick Farrow, Luke McLaughlin, Vince Casarino, Griffin Gamach, Massimo, Korsog, and Hunter Holland wrap up your Plymouth State starting lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Skogastig.
Yeah.
It's a tough name, yeah. It's a fun one, though.
That one was public, though. That one was over the microphone. He got me.
Still a fun name, however. You always like those guys up in Scandinavia. They always have the fun names you like to say.
Yeah, and it catches you. You think you got it when you're pronouncing it before the game, and then all of a sudden you catch it on live air, and you're like, nope, it's over.
Here's Stolaliman on the far sideline with a throw in deep in Panther territory. Here's a play into the box, knocked away carefully by Kadjo.
Tabi, do you like these shoes?
And Holland fires that one downfield, out of bounds. For a Keene throw in.
That's why I got it.
Here's Husanovic. I believe, did that one get out? I don't know if it did. I think that one stayed in bounds, and Husanovic just came right to it. That one fired downfield. Wojcinski is chasing after it. Him and Korsog. Korsog, a good slide tackle. Wojcinski able to keep it in bounds.
You're good. You were just having a little bit.
Here's Brivio. Nice drop pass to Corby. Corby's pass into the box is blocked. Now on the near sideline, Wojcinski will drop it back to Pietro Bergoza. That one sent downfield. Nicholas Hanau Vasquez gets a head on it and easily handled by Matta, pardon me.
Yeah, but that was a great offensive run there by Wojcinski. A good through ball. They caught him lacking, but he was unfortunately unable to come up with anything. But Wojcinski moving around in that centerpiece. He plays a really big role in that offense, and he really does set them up a lot of times and just doesn't get that last pass to go, you know.
It's also a goal scorer for the Owls. We'll see if he can find the back of the net here tonight. He hasn't in some time. A foul called there on the Owls. Saw a look there earlier at the all-time series. Keene State in the lead in that one, especially here in Keene, 11-6-1 at Dr. Rumpelcher Field. However, that playoff loss here last season.
Yeah, that was a tough one too. I mean, it was one of those games where it felt like it was Keene's to lose from the beginning, and then Plymouth State came in here and they just dominated from the start, possession-wise, shots-wise, everything-wise, and big mistakes. So Keene State, I know, that's on their minds tonight. I know that Matt Schmidt was demanding perfection in practice this week, knowing that this is an important game.
Here's the fake on the free kick. Holland into the box, easily handled by Husanovic. And yeah, one goal in the first half for Plymouth State, and then two more to really ice it and shut the Owls down.
Yeah, and it just was one of those games where it seemed like the Owls kept tripping over their own mistakes. They started off with mistakes in the first half, and they just could never seem to like shake it off and get it out of their head, even with halftime in their way.
Well, this is another big game for the Owls against Plymouth State here in Keene. This one big in the LEC playoff push. Whoever wins this game, really will have a shot. Whoever loses it most likely will not make the LEC tournament this year.
Yeah, you could really call this game like a pre-playoff matchup, those late season matchups. I mean, definitely a 5 and 6 seed right here,
Where am I
but
moving this?
these two teams are both struggling, and one of these teams is going to have a massive chance if they win this game to make it into that seed, and the other team's going to have probably no chance at all.
And even with a game like this, with two not bottom feeder teams but middle of the pack trying to make the tournament, it seems like one of those games where that first goal is going to feel like 2 or 3 goals, and it's going to be tough to get back into this one, especially the rivalry between these two teams.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the two teams, and they fight hard every single time they play against each other.
There's a look at head coach Matt Schmidt. Not the really results he's wanted so far at the helm for Keene State, but this is the season maybe he can make some noise at the end of the year here. Fourth season with the team now.
It looks like this is probably one of their best years under Matt Schmidt. I mean, it looks like they've developed well this year. They've gotten a lot of good players coming in, but I also want to look ahead at the schedule. They got 2 games coming up forward. They have Western Connecticut, and then they got Vermont State. We're talking about these playoff matchups. Western Connecticut has a winning record right now.
They're the top team in the LEC.
Top team. And so you got to imagine that Keene State can't guarantee that a win. You know what I mean? So this is even more important for Keene State beyond just looking at this game as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. There's a throw in from Luke McLaughlin into the box, played away, out of bounds by Hamzic. It will be a Plymouth State corner. There's a look at Keene State women's soccer taking down Plymouth State up in northern New Hampshire, 2-1, shooting with the goal, as well as Michaela Ryan. 2 of the goal scorers here on Sunday when the Owls beat Husson 4-2. They moved to 7-4-6 overall, still undefeated in the LEC. That one headed away. Stola Liman plays it back to the corner. It will end up rolling out for another Panther corner. It will be Holland again.
Yeah, and this is a little bit of resilience here we've seen from Plymouth State early on. They've forced a couple corners, and you just get those to start off the game. It kind of gets you in that offensive gear,
That one played far into the box. Now headed right out in front, a loose ball. Nice save there. Elias Stola Liman just saved the goal. That was Skogestig that had the last touch on it. Almost buried it and put the Panthers up early.
Yeah, no, Skogestig looking for a little bit of a surprise goal right there, back corner, but what a save right there.
Yeah.
What a stop, a heading save right at the goal line.
By the senior defender, Elias Stola Liman.
I can't find number 8. Hello, coach.
There's a long throw in and played away into midfield. So a good stop there from the Owls. Hartshorn now in pursuit. That one played back down, handled by McLaughlin. He falls out of bounds, and it will be a Keene throw-in. Corby will take this one. Now it's handled by DiGiovanni. Yeah, the Owls really they haven't had really any offensive pressure yet. Obviously, you kind of get trapped in your corner there, which allows Plymouth State to have a couple corners. But like you said earlier, the Owls have really struggled in transition, getting it up midfield.
Yeah, it seems like there's kind of a chain link difference between the defenders and the forwards, and the midfielders kind of struggle to kind of keep that chain going. And Plymouth State's kind of taken advantage of it in the midfield early on in this game. 10 minutes in, and they've already taken the ball a couple times early on and made a little bit of a move with it.
We saw there, Brevio just took the foul. The Owls got the free kick. Maybe that should be a good way to really get things going. Is here's Hanal Vasquez with speed. That one played into the box, headed away by Cadjo. If you get those fouls going for you, you get those free kicks, you really get the ball downfield. Here's Belisle. Now Hartshorn tries to get it into the box, cleared away, out of bounds by Holland. So Stola Liman will take the throw-in, signaling for a teammate to come closer just to try and get it in bounds. 12 and a half minutes have passed here. Here's Hartshorn, far sideline. That one knocked out of bounds by McCarthy. Stolaniman feeds it. That one played too far for anyone. And Kajo's the first one to get there. A low one intercepted by DiGiovanni. That one played into the box too far for Luke Hartshorn. That would have been a prime chance for the Owls. Instead, Mata comes out and plays it.
Yeah, that was a terrific steal right there. I thought we had that goal. I honestly thought he saw daylight.
Just a little too far for the foot of the freshman. And here's Bergoza heading it away. That's Corby working with Vince Casarino. Casarino stands over Corby as Corby goes down. It will be a foul called on the junior forward. And so Bergoza will take the free kick. It's that one downfield. Kajo couldn't get a head on it. Korsog plays it away. Now handled by Gamache. Far side Holland. Here's Farrow. Chip back downfield. Holland will play it for his goalkeeper. And Mata plays it too far into the Plymouth bench area, and it will be a Keene throw-in. Mata, the junior out of Castleton, Vermont. Corby's set to take the throw-in. He'll get it in quickly to DiGiovanni. Good defensive play there from McLaughlin. That one sent downfield, chasing after it is McLaughlin. He missed it. That one easily played away by Bergoza. He had speed. Now Stolaliman plays it downfield. Hartshorn chasing after it. Getting into the quarter. Holland trailing behind him. Now the ball knocked out. A Keene throw in here. Just about 15 feet from the corner flag.
Yeah, Keene State's kind of flipped it a little bit here. A little bit more offensive pressure from them. And the State's a little bit reeling now. But they got to keep it up. They got to keep the momentum going. They got to keep that consistency up, kind of keep the possession for a little bit and get comfortable.
They've definitely looked a little quicker in these last 5 or so minutes. As here's a chance for the Owls. A shot, the save made by Mata. That one off the foot of Hanal Vasquez. A great opportunity for the Owls. They'll have a corner.
Yeah, that was the first real opportunity we've seen all day from either team. That was a great shot. Good save by Mata as well. But now Keene's starting to kind of find a little bit of a breakthrough here. It seems they kind of found a little bit of a way past Plymouth State's defense.
Especially in a sport like soccer, those opportunities, when you get them, you really have to take advantage of them.
Yeah, this isn't hockey.
Yeah, you're not going to get a bounce like that. You really have to take advantage of these opportunities. Here's Corby with the corner. That one played in, headed away. That one off of Nicholas Hanal Vasquez. He tried to get that one on goal, but the ball went straight up. Now it's George Bergen handling it. He'll send it downfield and out of bounds. That one thrown in. Husanovic will handle it. He'll boot that one downfield. Nicely headed away. Here's Hartshorn for Hanal Vasquez. He'll hold back. That one sent downfield, headed away easily. Good defensive play there, and now cleared out. Husanovic way out of his net. He has to play with his feet, and he will. Now good step there. That's George Bergen. Corby wasn't anticipating the Plymouth Panther on his back, but now Keene State handles it. Here's Hamzic. He's got space, and he finds a guy on the far side. That's Hartshorn. Sent into the box. Wojcinski too far for Belial. Now handled by Hamzic. Far sideline, Hartshorn couldn't get the cut. Brevio, a good slide tackle, but that one cleared away way downfield by Holland. Chasing after it, Stolaliman. He'll get it out of bounds and out of danger.
Yeah, a couple dangerous opportunities here for Plymouth State to go in transition. Keene State's kind of lost a little bit of their transition defense when they've gone up to offense, and that was almost a couple chances where Plymouth State could have broken away, but they just couldn't find that last step.
Yeah, Plymouth State has that speed on the front end, where whether it's Casarino or McLaughlin, even Nick Farrow. 2 freshmen and a junior. A younger team for Plymouth here. A lot of freshmen on this team. As really they look towards the future. That one played into the box, headed away by Hamzic. And sent downfield, whistle blown. And it would go the Owls' way. And so Hamzic will leave it for Usanovic. He'll get it back. Mir Hamzic fires it downfield. Holland knocks it to the white fence. Here's Suolaliman. Now Brevio. Brevio gets some space. Looks for a pass. That one got deflected. Now here's Holland. He's really good at firing that ball downfield, leaving it for his forwards. Farrow couldn't get there in time. Now here's Usanovic, who will fire it back downfield. Here's DiGiovanni. Now Corby tries to make a nice move, steps on top of Casarino and falls. Takes some grass with him. Be a foul on the Panthers. They'll get things going right away. Here's Wojcinski. He'll drop it back to Corby. Pressure coming from Casarino, now far side. Or rather midfield. Hamzic couldn't get the handle on it. Bergoza there with speed to eliminate McLaughlin of getting a chance. Now a good move there by Bergoza to shake McLaughlin off. Here's Stolaliman. Under 25 minutes to go here in the first half. A good touch by Hartshorn. Now here come the Owls. Brevio couldn't get a step on. That was Kajo. And I believe this will be a Keene corner. So definitely good speed. Brevio tried to make a nice move, but it will result in an Owls corner.
Yeah, and this is where you really want to see something from the Owls. They've had a couple good opportunities here, but they seem to be getting more comfortable as the game is going on, and I think this could be a big opportunity right here.
Corby getting set up to take the corner once again.
Watching Vasquez coming through the middle, he's been sneaky on these corners throughout the whole entire season.
Yeah,
he's a tall guy and a big guy. He gets up.
Multiple goals on the header. He had the game tire against UMass Boston in the final minute, as well as the game tire a few minutes into the second half against Amherst last week.
You're like right in my camera.
Here's Brevio. Stolaliman, he'll drop it back. No one there. And Holland will clear it away. That one finds its way out. Hamzic will throw it in. And here's Bergoza. Wojcinski pokes it ahead for Corby. Corby give and go with Wojcinski. Now here come the Owls. Wojcinski couldn't get enough on it. Brevio is there to take it away. Now here's Hartshorn. Hartshorn with the step, the shot, the save by Mata. And cleared away by the Panthers. What a chance for Luke Hartshorn.
Yeah, an opportunity of a lifetime for Hartshorn. I think he thought he had a goal there, but what a save by Mata. He's been keeping Plymouth State in this game.
And cleared back down. Yeah, 2 really good opportunities for the Owls. And now Vasquez had a nice shot, a nice save by Mata. And Cole Mata just has really been standing on his head so far. Big saves for Plymouth State.
Yeah, that's twice that Keene State's kind of had Plymouth State like dead to rights, and you thought, yep, and then Mata comes in with a big save.
That one's sent ahead, and now Vasquez keeps it in bounds, tries to play to the middle, intercepted by Kajo. Here's Stoll Aleman now. And now Vasquez give and go for Hamzich. That one played in, not out of position, but Wojcinski couldn't get there. And Holland will play it away. Now here's Casarino. Vergoza gets it out of bounds. It's really been that back and forth momentum so far in the first half. It's really all Panthers, and then little breaks like that where it's all Owls.
Yeah, and that was a big few moments for the Owls there. I thought they had an opportunity for a goal, but Plymouth State's been resilient here. And I think if Plymouth State can keep themselves, relatively, safe on defense, I think they're going to have more opportunities on offense in the counter.
That one played back in, now handled by Plymouth State. Fighting for it, the Owls take it away. That one chipped out of bounds off a Panther, and it'll be an Owl throw-in. That's Dylan Chambers checking in. And he will replace Elias Stoll Aleman. So a senior for a senior here. And Chambers, he's good at these throw-in things. We've seen him throw it way into the box. And it's resulted in multiple Owls goals over the year. Here's Farrow, watched by Hanau Vasquez. That one poked out of bounds, and it goes the Owls' way. Chambers tried to find Hartshorn downfield, but taken away by Plymouth. Here's Cadjo. Midfield, Casarino. Tried to get a touch to Korsog. But now here's Luke Hartshorn. That one ahead for Wojcinski, poked away, but handled by the Owls off of Cadjo. I believe that will be an Owls throw-in. Pardon me, not throw-in, corner. And it will.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, we looked it up. It means that she's just...
So Corby trots over. We approach 20 minutes remaining here in half number one. No score between the rivals, Keene State and Plymouth State.
I swear, I thought it was going to be a diagnosis where it's like, it's all in your head.
See if the Owls can get another opportunity and at least capitalize on it. So they haven't been able to do so far. Here's Corby.
Just kidding, I don't know.
And now Vasquez, or pardon me, Demir Hamzich couldn't get ahead on it. And that one cleared away. Wojcinski plays it back downfield, handled by Luke Hartshorn. Now Brevio.
Perfect, we're going to go to presentation.
Gets a step. Tommaso Brevio plays it into the box and handled by Mata. And Cadjo plays it downfield. Handled by Farrow. Plays it ahead for McLaughlin. Watched by Corby. Corby tumbles. The whistle blown. And that one will go the Owls' way. So a physical play there from Jack Corby. He draws the foul.
Yeah, it was an interesting call right there. Looked like Corby was the one obstructing.
Yeah.
And he got the call, which is interesting.
I thought I saw a little lowering the shoulder.
We're on
but
the Owls Media Network, so we're fine. But
definitely interesting. Both players ended up going down, but the Owls get the call. Here's Casarino. Here's Belial now. I mean, we'll take them when we can get them. Here's Wojcinski. Back to Corby. The Owls trapped in their own end. Now crossfield, Hamzich. Here's Dylan Chambers. He's got space. Off the side of his foot, he was trying to find Hanau Vasquez ahead, but it ends up being a Panther throw-in. And that one off of Holland, so we'll go with the Owls.
yeah, and it looks like the Owls, and they just kind of seem like when they don't have possession here today, they struggle to get on the front foot, and they struggle like over there. Plymouth State just popped the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff. Where if they're on offense, they seem like they have a lot more energy, but the second that it gets transitioned, they're struggling to get back.
And here's Hamzic in pursuit of Bergen. That one cleared back down by Chambers. And now here's Casarino. Chambers whacks it off his shin. It will be a Keene throw-in. We saw this just a few moments ago. Chambers, he can really do that long throw-in into the box. Like I mentioned, we'll see if he can do it again and get something going for the Owls. He'll take the short route this time. And Brevio couldn't get the touch on it. Now here's Chambers. Hamzic. Owls looking for a seam there. They can't get it through. Now here's Wojcinski. Good takeaway there by the Panthers. That's Farrow. Plays it ahead. Too far for anyone else. And Husanovic will come out and play it. And we'll leave it for DiGiovanni. Too far for Brevio. And Holland will take the throw-in. Hartshorn in pursuit of Cadjo. Wojcinski got a foot on it, which allows Corby to intercept the pass. Corby goes down from the contact of Nick Farrow. And a yellow will be assessed to Plymouth State here. 15:47 left in the first half.
Yeah, you could see that was coming. I think Corby's been a little frustrating towards the Plymouth State players here tonight.
He definitely has that physical presence. He went down with McLaughlin a few minutes ago.
He went down earlier, too.
Yep. And so a free kick for the Owls. DiGiovanni will take it. And we get our first yellow here. Now it's sent into a sea of players. Now handled by Hanal Vasquez near the far sideline. Hanal Vasquez throws a shoulder. Ref says play on. And Hanal Vasquez then throws down McLaughlin. And the foul will be called on the senior. He knows that was on him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I mean, I do think there was definitely some like wrapping of the arms, but that was a takedown.
If the first one didn't get called, then the second one, yeah, that has to get called there. Now here's Farrow.
He's lucky they didn't reach for a card there, honestly.
Yeah. Now 3 Owls trapping Cadjo in. That one went off the back of the leg of Belial. So a break there for Kofi Cadjo. That's Javier Perez de Vargas checking in for Keene State. And he will replace Luke Hartshorn. That one poked away. Down goes Griffin Gamache. And we'll get another card here. That one will go to Jack DiGiovanni.
That one seems a little unnecessary.
So 2 yellows in the first half. DiGiovanni arguing the call here.
It looked like, honestly, to me, it looked like a clean entry. Obviously a foul, but I think that's definitely a missed card right there for sure. I mean, DiGiovanni was playing the ball the whole way through. He wasn't playing the player. I don't see that. So
a card apiece each with just over 14 minutes to go in the first half. That one sent way wide and out of bounds. So it will be a Keene State goal kick.
I mean, it could have been a makeup call for the Hanal Vasquez throwdown. You know, I don't know. It just didn't seem as though that had the caliber to be a yellow card.
Yeah, but the fact is, this game hasn't been too chippy so far.
No,
and the fact that there's
almost like the refs are kind of making it out to be a physical game.
Yeah. There's Corby going down. That was Colby Cowan. Just the foul was called. And Corby is in pain.
And And if that's not a yellow card, and DiGiovanni had one, I don't know what what's going on.
It's really, there haven't been too many fouls called this first half, and with already 2 yellows.
Yellow card, I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, that was with speed. That was physical.
That was a complete takedown. There was nothing else there other than a complete takedown.
I believe Corby may agree with you,
you don't slide tackle from behind on a guy if you're trying to go for the ball.
Yeah.
You're taking out his legs, and that referee should clearly know that that's a clear yellow card.
So he'll walk off with just the foul.
You see Corby's dinged up. You know, that's what happens.
Wojcinski fires it downfield. A straight ball and a foul called on Keene. So the whistles are out here in the first half. That one played too far in front of Cadjo. Now here's Korsog taken away, but handled by Gamache. Wojcinski watches it. Wojcinski pokes it out. It will be a Panther throw-in. So good pressure here from the Owls as we're under 13 minutes to go here in half number 1.
Because I don't want to be chasing after a ball.
That one ends up going to Demir Hamzic. Too little on the pass. Gamache plays it downfield. Usanovic comes out of there and will handle it inside his box so he can pick it up. And he'll wait for someone to get open. Back to the near side, Bargoza. Now ahead for Jack Corby. DiGiovanni, too short. Skogastig knocks it away. Now here's Casarino. Brevio in pursuit. Brevio gets a good slide tackle there. Casarino lost where the ball was. And now Hanal Vasquez will get it poked out by Holland. It will be an Owl throw-in. And Chambers will take it. That one went through a few Panthers. Belial gets taken down. The ref says play on. It will go out of bounds. It will be Keene State ball.
Yeah, now you can see it's starting to get a little more physical here. It's starting to get a little tough.
Obviously, this game is set to be physical. 2 heated rivals in the state of New Hampshire. Always makes for a physical and fun game. Let's just hope they can keep it in hand. That's Martin Labunga. He'll check in for Jack Corby. A fan favorite, I'd like to say, around Keene State.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
That one played into the box, headed away, whistle blown. And we'll go Plymouth's way.
It was all multiple choice. I just put like underage possession. I put other, I think. I don't remember other. I said say what? Please, right.
So Cole Matta sets up to take his free kick.
No, at first it goes, have you ever played? And then you put 0, you put no, and then it'd be like, how many drinks have you had in the past week?
He'll send it downfield. Handled by Keene State. Here's Belial. That one ahead for Wojcinski. That one, miscommunication there with Perez de Vargas, and now Plymouth comes away with it. Here's Bergen. Belial with a great slide tackle. Here's Bargoza now. Off the referee. As it was a smart play. He was looking for Labunga, just maybe sent it a little too early. And we'll get a drop ball here. DiGiovanni will handle it. Here's Chambers on the far side. Finds DiGiovanni in the middle. DiGiovanni will retreat and drop it all the way back to Eldon Husanovic. Here's Corby. Handled now by Labunga. Wojcinski back up to Corby. The ball moving a little faster here tonight. The wet grass here at Dr. Ron Butcher Field. That one sent into the box too far for Perez de Vargas. Holland and Hanal Vasquez chase after it. And here's Hanal Vasquez on the far sideline. That one, I believe, yes, off of Holland. It will be a Keene State corner, their 3rd of the first half.
I think a goal here is really crucial for either one of these teams. They both have fought for momentum, but neither can pull away. And I think one of these teams needs to break through. They seem as though like they have all these opportunities out in front of them, but they just can't capitalize.
And pardon me for the mistake earlier. Javi Sims checking in for Corby. Labunga was checking in for Tommaso Brivio as Labunga plays it into the box and headed away by Plymouth. Now here's Labunga, plays it back downfield, played away once again. Labunga controls once more. Here's DiGiovanni. Back to Sims. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. DiGiovanni back to Sims. They play catch. Now here's Demir Hamzic. Chambers. Good move there around Casarino. That one sent ahead, chasing after it, Hinal Vasquez. Good step there by Korsog. Now Vasquez controls. It's knocked on goal, handled by Mata. I believe that one was last touched by Luke Belisle. And so Mata will play it over to Korsog.
This thing keeps cutting off.
Here's Cowan.
What'd you say?
Handled now by Massimo Korsog. He'll play it to the middle of the field.
For like 2 minutes.
Here's Skogastig. Casarino knocked away by Belisle. And Holland will play back in. Labunga and Casarino battle for it. Here's Hinal Vasquez and Casarino. Shoulder thrown. The ref says play on. Here's Labunga. Good step there by Bergen. And played away by Martin Labunga. Chasing after it is Hinal Vasquez. That one played out of bounds. It will be a Keene throw-in as we are under 7 minutes remaining here. Chambers will take it. This is a prime position, I feel like, for him. Yeah, you see him load back up to fire this one into the box. That one ends up to Wojcinski. The save is made off the deflection. What a chance for Dorian Wojcinski. He had Perez de Vargas trailing in front of the net. But Cole Mata makes another big save.
Yeah, change of direction on that. Had to switch up mid-shot as the ball got redirected, and terrific save again. Mata's been keeping these guys in this game.
Here's Bergen, gets a good step. The shot from outside, that one way wide. And it will be a goal kick. There's George Bergen, the sophomore out of Brentwood, New Hampshire. May have been what we call a shank. That's Gaines Roberts checking in for Keene. He will replace Hinal Vasquez. DiGiovanni plays it too far. Bergen is there to take it away. Sims now with a good defensive play on Cowan. He'll touch it ahead. Gamache is there with the speed to take it away. That one off the foot of Wojcinski for a Plymouth throw-in. Here's Kajo. Here's Labunga now. Wojcinski tries to get into the middle and played out of bounds.
Yeah, I like that ball movement by Wojcinski. It just seems like no one's getting there to his opportunities, but he's been placing the ball out in front a lot. And Keene's been using the wings a lot, but I haven't seen them go through the middle too much. And I feel like they've spread Plymouth State out enough to the point where that middle is going to be exposed.
That they can use that middle. We'll see if they will do so. There's 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, but especially we'll see if they make that adjustment in the second half.
I think that's one of the most important things if they want to win this game, is kind of start to transition to spots where Plymouth State isn't covering because they've overcovered other spots for Keene.
That one played back into the middle and played back out. Hamzic finds Wojcinski. A little chip pass, not enough, by Gaines Roberts. And that one will go off of the freshman and out of bounds. That's Carter Poignet who will check in for Keene. He will replace Jack DiGiovanni. 4 minutes remaining in half number 1. Now Poignet's, when he's appeared, he's been a solid midfielder for Keene, able to facilitate that area of the field. We'll see if he can take a step in this one. Here's Holland. Now Holland will get it back. Here's McCarthy. Into the middle of the field, taken away by Wojcinski. He slips and falls, and Cowan comes up with it. Good play there by Sims to knock it out. It will be a Panther throw-in, but Korsog had a step. Javi Sims said, not today.
Yeah, and Sims had a couple good stops since coming into this game. He's only been in for a few minutes, but he's made a big impact.
There's a look at the Keene State baseball team, as this game for men's soccer is part of Keene State's Owls for Owls. One of the contests that, most athletic teams here will show up and support, and especially in this big game against rival Plymouth. Here's McLaughlin. Back into the middle, knocked away by Sims. Gamache gets a shot, that one off the chest of Sims. And it will be a corner.
Yeah, this is the first real offensive possession we've seen here from Plymouth State. Really in the second half of this first half. It's really been Keene State really pushing the offensive pressure. But now Plymouth State has an opportunity here with 2 minutes to go in that first half.
Here's Holland who will attempt the corner. That one too far for anyone. Bergen's the first one to get there. He's watched by Gaines Roberts. Too hard of a touch. It will be a Keene State goal kick. And speaking of the Owls for Owls, the athletics team's coming out to support. Women's soccer, I've heard, is supporting their men's soccer team, watching it on the bus ride home from Plymouth.
Love to see that. Love to see the support.
They took down the Panthers, like I said, 2-1 earlier. Shooten and Ryan were the goal scorers. There's a look at it right there. As here's Perez de Vargas trying to get a step. Now here's Wojcinski. Just approaching a minute to go here in the first half. Wojcinski, a good defense there by Cadjo. Here's Korsog. That one ahead. A good play there by Bergoza. Somewhat physical. We play on. That one now handled by Zayuin. And sent back downfield. Holland will control. This game has definitely gone a lot more physical, and the whistles have seemed to be put away. Here's Labunga. Labunga leaves it over for Gaines Roberts. Roberts trying to get a step. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Cleared away. Handled by Bergen. Watched by Luke Belisle. He is all over him. And a whistle blown. Foul on the Owls. I believe that one was called on Belisle. But the clock ticks down, and that will do it for the first half of action between the Panthers and the Owls here in Keene. No score as we head into halftime on the Owls Media Network, brought to you by Flow Sports.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
with extraordinary hearts
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes,
learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab.
In the studio.
In the pool.
On the dance floor.
On the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself and
a paycheck that earns.
Elevated confidence.
World-class courage.
And we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration. We explore what drives our passions.
Celebrate our individual voices.
And spark possibility together.
Every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
I remember writing in the second grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
New Car Nissan of Keene has over 2,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. The largest selection of new Nissans in New Hampshire. Plus, every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. And will deliver your new car anywhere in the Granite State for free. Come explore our stunning new state-of-the-art facility. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall.
There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls, and remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, Be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
If you're not here for Fandom 101, you're in the wrong class. Here, we learn the fundamentals of fanology, the basics of bringing the noise, and the physics of bringing it out. Your path to fan mastery begins here. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
My name is Zachary Irving. I am a business management and finance major. After I graduate, I am going up to Bar Harbor, Maine. I'm gonna work as a climbing guide for Acadia Mountain Guides. I'm gonna get to be outdoors all the time and really do what I'm passionate about, which is teaching other people how to rock climb and showing them the places that I'm passionate about. Keene State allowed me to pursue my passions in a way that convinced me to pursue them for my career, and I'm glad that I'll be able to continue doing that afterwards.
My name is Irini Stefanakos. I am an environmental studies graduate from Keene State. I did an internship my senior year. The best part for me was learning really what I want to do with my life, with my education. That internship really gave me the confidence and experience to go out and land a job as an aquatic biologist for water and wetlands in Grafton, Massachusetts. I typically spend my days collecting basic water quality data to monitor the health of these ponds and lakes, and it's actually really cool and I'm enjoying it a lot.
And welcome back to the Owls Media Network, brought to you on Flow Sports. My name is Teddy Steinberg. Joined beside me is Ryan Otterson, and we are getting ready for the second half between Plymouth State and Keene State. No score after one half of action. Some chances for both the Owls and the Panthers. A physical first half as the sun is set. The moon is not out. It's a cloudy night here in Keene, but the stadium lights are on. A colder night as we get a look here at the Little East Conference standings as we see Plymouth State on the outside looking in. Keene State just inside that line. Both teams 1-3-1. A big matchup here to see who will take it. The Owls, 2 games remaining at WestCon on the 25th and home against Castleton here on the 29th. Ryan.
We take a look at our LEC scoreboard here, and at the second half, 46 minute, we have Western Connecticut and Eastern Connecticut knotted up at 0. At halftime, UMass Dartmouth and Rhode Island College have yet to score. It's 0-0 there. And Southern Maine leads UMass Boston 2-1 at the half.
And we have those scores there obviously in action right now. A couple games at the half. We will have updated standings and scores at the conclusion of this game to see where everything will play out. We'll look around the nest here. Women's soccer, as we mentioned, took down Plymouth State 2-1. Elizabeth Schuden and Michaela Ryan, the goal scorers. The Owls move to 2-0-4 in the LEC, a strong start. Men's ice hockey is taking on St. Michael's at Keene Ice, an exhibition there to start their play of their second season. Women's volleyball takes on Vermont State Castleton. That one set to tee off at 7 p.m. And esports is up 3-0 on Kennesaw State. A packed house here The Owls have filled this place out. Dr. Ron Butcher Field is bumping as we are just about set to hit the second half underway. Here we go. That's Bargoza handling it. He'll feed it over to Corby. Corby fires it downfield. And here's Brevio. Stolaliman now. Knocked out of bounds by Holland. It'll be a Keene throw-in. Here's Hamzic. Gets a step. And now here's Stolaliman. Curls it into the box. Left for Brevio. Too far. Now back to Stolaliman. Good defense there. And it'll be an Owls throw in. That one off the foot of Zayuin. Keene State out shooting Plymouth 6-4 in total shots, 4-2 in shots on goal. Some big saves made by Cole Matto. Now that one played downfield. Taken away, handled now by Hartshorn. Here's Corby. He'll drop it back. Dorian Wojcinski gives it back to Corby. He gets it back. Now here's Corby again. Back to Wojcinski. The Owls really cornered in that area of the field. Sent into the middle. Stolaliman will come away with it. Gets it around Zayuin. Plays it downfield. Here's Hanal Vasquez. Watched by Holland. Holland clears it away. He's been stellar all game. The senior out of Hampton, New Hampshire.
Yeah, I know Vasquez has looked for a lot of opportunities here tonight, but he's held down the fort on that side very well. I mean, Vasquez had that first shot that we thought was going to go in, saved, but that was the only other opportunity they really had.
Now Vasquez, that one played into the box. Shoulder from Stolaliman. And the whistle will be the corner, no foul called. As the Owls look to strike early here in the second half. Just over 2 minutes of lapse time here. That's Jack Corby who will take it as usual. He'll play it in. That one, now Vasquez tried to get a foot on it. Brevio kind of muffed it. And now played away by Holland. Here's Corby. That one back into the box. A chance. And nothing there. Here's Hartshorn. Fancy footwork trying to get a step on Gamache. Here's Hamzic. That one knocked out of bounds. And it will be another Owls corner. So really, Keene State pinning Plymouth State in their zone early here.
Yeah, definitely a lot more offensive pressure and a lot more ball movement from Keene State. We've noticed a lot less runs, a lot more passing, and they're spreading the ball around, getting it to every opportunity they can. But these crosses into the box have been a little bit tough here tonight for them. They can't really seem to plant it in the middle. They've overshot it a lot. And we've seen that from both teams. I think it has a lot, has a lot to do with just the way the night is for them.
So Corby gets set up again. We'll see. Yeah, like you said, the passing and possessing, maybe that's an adjustment head coach Matt Schmidt made in the locker room. That one sent on top of the goal. So it will be a Plymouth State goal kick. Corby put a little too much spin on it.
Yeah, no, and that's not the perfect placement you want for like the middle, as in like planting it right in the middle. It's just too far over the goal, just too far.
I mean, if you get a little less spin on that, those are the type of fun ones where it can maybe catch the corner.
Yeah,
and beat the goalie. Those are the electric ones.
Those are the electric ones. That would be an amazing first goal for this game.
Mata gets ready to boot it away. Now Vasquez heads it downfield. Holland is the first one to get there. He's watched by Hartshorn. Holland fires it back. He reaches it all the way to McLaughlin, who's watched by Hamzic. Pressure coming in. McLaughlin goes down. The foul is called on Demir Hamzic. And the Owls fans do not like it. Kajo plays it across for Holland. Sent way downfield. Husanovic is able to come up and get it. That one may have actually had a chance. That one had eyes.
Made me a little nervous the closer it got to the net. I was concerned a little bit. But
I was wondering if Husanovic maybe had to jump to tip that one away, but he's able to get it in the breadbasket. Now here's Corby with speed. He's watched by Cowan. And taken away by Gamache. That one out of bounds for a Keene State throw-in. Corby will take it under just over 5 minutes have passed here in the second half of action. Both teams looking to break the ice here in what would seem to be a huge goal. Mentioned earlier, the first goal of this game could feel like 2 or 3.
I don't know if we're going to get to that point where both teams will score multiple goals, but we talked about it in the pregame. 2015, since the last time both teams scored multiple
10 years,
goals.
yeah.
I mean, and the other thing is, too, is these guys, their average goals scored between the two teams is combined is just two goals. So amongst each other since the 90s. So it has really been a low-scoring, tough matchup for these two teams. I don't know how offensively these guys have been in the past, but definitely these teams have struggled to kind of like finish, get those last passes, and finish off the job.
Well, it's also in a rivalry game like this, it's more physical. And when it's more physical, it's a lot harder to get goals, and that's when the opportunities are limited. Or either, you have a goalie like Mata so far who's been making some big saves that will come up in a game like this.
Yeah,
and that's what we've seen so far.
Without Mata, there's 2 saves I can really look back upon that should make this game 2-0.
That one's sent in. Husanovic gets up and grabs it.
But for those first 2 shots that he faced, he put away. Those were the big shots that he faced in that first half, and he really made this game, competitive. I think this was a 2-0 game if it's not for him.
Yeah, that one, now Vasquez had a great chance. Luke Hartshorn had an even better chance. And Mata shut the door. 7 minutes have passed here.
Look at my camera.
Here's Cadjo. Handled now by Luke Belisle. For Stoll-Aliman. Gets it back. Here's DiGiovanni. Now Stoll-Aliman controls on the near sideline downfield for Hartshorn, trying to stay on sides or keep the ball in bounds. He's able to do both. Trying to get a step. Here's Belisle. Tried to give it back to Hartshorn, too much on it. And Holland will let it run out for a goal kick.
Yeah, no, Plymouth State has just kind of done a great job here tonight, just holding on to whatever Keene State throws at them. Anything offensive that Keene has brought forth to them, they've somehow put it away. The 2 saves from Mata were big, but the defense has played well too. Holland has been a lockdown defender on that left side, and no one's going to be able to get anything off of him.
Every time he takes it away, he'll just fire it downfield, really eliminating anything for Keene State. He's been a stud. Here's Stoll-Aliman. Now Brevio, nice touch for Belisle. Back to Brevio. Tries to make a move. Got the first guy, but Rowan McCarthy was there to take it away. And this one will be a Keene State throw-in. Stoll-Aliman will take it. Gives it right to Brevio. Tries to get out in front. No one there on the back door. And cleared away by Korsog. However, it will be another Owls throw-in. As this half, really, the first 9 minutes has taken place in Panther territory.
Yeah, no, this has been a really keen-sided half for offensively. It looks like they've made some really big adjustments coming out of the half. They just seem to have to kind of find a way to complete them.
That one got deflected. Now controlled by Zayuin. Here's Stoll-Aliman, a nice spin move. Plays it into the box. A chance headed on goal, just wide. I don't know if Hartshorn got the last touch on that, but it came off the head of Tommaso Brevio. Another prime chance for the Owls.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. That was a beautiful spin move by Stoll-Aliman to get even the opportunity there, but just wide.
They've been right there all game. That one had beat Nada if it didn't miss the net. Now here's Skogestig, intercepted by Stolaliman. Here's DiGiovanni. Gets it back from Belial, feeds it over. Here's Hamzic. Tried to find his man on the far sideline, intercepted by the Panthers. Now here comes Plymouth. Cowan. Handled now by Corby. DiGiovanni drops it back. And that pass intercepted. Played into the middle. McLaughlin, that one's sky high and over the net. And Gaines Roberts will check back in for Keene. Will he replace Hartshorn? No, he will replace Luke Belial. Kind of some confusion there, but ultimately now the sub is complete. As Wojcinski will move back to the center mid. Here's Corby, trying to get a step on Cowan. Plays it ahead, Hartshorn drops it back. Here's DiGiovanni. Hamzic, nice physical play there. Here's Stolaliman. Didn't get enough on it and cleared away by Skogestig. Now DiGiovanni with a good takeaway. Feeds it ahead for Hernal Vasquez, not enough. Hamzic will now control. Here's Bergoza. A lot of really those plays where the Owls have had that guy on the seam pass but haven't put enough on it.
Yeah, no, it seems like they're chipping just a little bit too, much. You know, they just don't have enough drive on it.
Here's Brevio, that one goes high. Another chance for the Owls, that one, another prime one. But they're right there.
Yeah, and when you get right there, it's hard to not get frustrated and not get yourself down and not get angry that you can't get one in the net. But they need to keep themselves up. They need to keep themselves, encouraged and keep themselves out there and positive, because if they get negative, that's when Plymouth State's going to come in here and try to take an opportunity the other way.
It seemed like Brevio was ultimately okay with the result. Obviously a little disappointed, but still, hey, I'm getting these opportunities. Let's cash it in next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a tough angle for him to shoot at, coming off with the defender right on his side. It's just too hard to even get an opportunity.
Bergen in pursuit. Husanovic is able to fire it away. Now here's McLaughlin and Wojcinski battling. Korsog. Wojcinski now handles it. DiGiovanni. Here's Brevio. Leaves it on the sideline for Jack Corby. Trying to get a step, sends it downfield too far for anyone. It will roll all the way out of bounds for a Plymouth goal kick. The Owls lead the Panthers in shots on goal 4-3. However, have had a lot more total shots. As Cadjo now controls. Drops it back to Mata. Zayuin, nice move there. It's poked away by Wojcinski. Now he controls. Stolaliman into the middle. Brevio ahead for Hernal Vasquez. Gets one into the middle. It's blocked. Here's Hamzic. Too far for Stolaliman. A tough play there. It will be a Panther throw-in, but the pressure from Keene State has been great this half.
Yeah, no, they've just really kept Plymouth State pinned down and tired in that own side. They're just keep reeling back and keeping them on their heels.
And now Vasquez skies one ahead. Hartshorn in pursuit. And Hartshorn's called for the foul. Skogestig went down. Hartshorn is not happy as he was trying to make a play on the ball, just wasn't aware of his surroundings.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's just trying to make a play. He's trying to be a little bit more aggressive than he should. I mean, they're in the offensive half, and they're just trying their best to get something going here, you know? And he's just trying to get some sort of momentum going. He just went a little bit too.
Yeah, just that speed to really get around the guy. He got up there, too. But Matta will take the free kick. DiGiovanni heads it away. And Gamache got a foot on it. Revio is called for the foul. So Skogestad will slide it over. That one played downfield, headed away by the Owls. A follow-up shot blocked. Here's another one. The save is made by Husanovic. Eldon Husanovic stops his real first opportunity. He keeps it scoreless.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity. You don't know how fresh he's going to be because he hasn't really faced anything too tough, but he really stepped up there in that moment.
Now Plymouth State with some momentum here. We'll see the Owls, if they respond, can they get it back? Here's DiGiovanni. Corby now. Good pressure from Cowan. Bergen is there to take it away. Working on Vocinski. Leaves it downfield. Great slide tackle there from Bergoza. And it goes out of bounds, but it'll be a Panther throw in. A great defensive play there. One of the freshmen acquired in the offseason from Italy.
Lot from Italy.
He's been a big player on the back end for the Owls.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an awesome season for him so far. I mean, you know, it's really good when you get a transfer in here from another country. You know, you get to see another player, you know, come in from another culture.
That one headed up into the box, cleared away by the Owls. They'll go to Holland. That one off the back of the legs of Hartshorn. Good job getting in the way of that as Vocinski plays it away. Hartshorn, a nice touch, but Holland ultimately clears it. Here's Bergen. That one crossed for Kajo. Kajo handles it, taken away by Vocinski. Bergoza tried to clear it. Husanovic comes out. That one cleared away by Corby. What a defensive play from the Owls. A shoulder from Hanal Vasquez. Ref says play on. Here comes Nicholas Hanal Vasquez. Ahead for Luke Hartshorn. Watched by Skogestad. Hartshorn gets taken down. The whistle has been put away in the second half, and I love it, Ryan.
I absolutely love it too.
Here's Hanal Vasquez trying to get a step. The shot gets deflected and handled by Matta.
Take a breath, Teddy. Take a breath.
This place is going bananas. And I will take a breath now as Matta will slow things down. Yeah. What a series of events there.
I mean, a careless decision in the box from Keene. I thought Husanovic was left hung out to dry, but he still made that save and then back the other way. It was just unreal action.
And Bergoza, it's like he swung and missed. Here's Stoll Aliman now. Ahead for Hanal Vasquez. Holland with a great slide tackle. Will it be a corner? It will. So the Owls make 4 subs here. Belial, Chambers, Labunga, and Sims will come on.
Yeah, and this is something that Keene State has an advantage on Plymouth State is a deep, deep bench. And, you know, Keene State's going to start using this to rest their players, give them some time, and maybe bring them in around, you know, say 12, 10 minutes, you know, and give them that final big push.
Well, Belial's already come out, so now he's back in. He can't make any more subs. We'll see how the Owls can work around that. And Labunga will take the corner. That one played in, headed away easily by the Panthers. And McLaughlin is able to get the last touch. Here's Zayuen. Ahead for Cowan, taken away by Sims, all the way back to Husanovic. Bergoza plays it in midfield. Skogestad. Player goes down. There's the whistle. Foul called on Gaines Roberts. That one was committed on Luke McLaughlin. as Kajo will take the free kick. We approach 20 minutes of elapsed time in the second half. 25 minutes to go. Skogaskig. Taken away by Chambers. Good defensive play there. Ahead for Labunga, too far. It will be a Panther throw-in. Holland will take it.
Yeah, and let's see what Martin Lubunga can bring on this offense. You know, he has had starting talent this year. He's kind of come rotated off and on the bench, but he's a lightning fast player. He's great on the run.
Been goal scorer for Keene. He has goals in multiple games.
His debut game he had too.
Yep. He also had the go-ahead goal against Endicott here. You remember that game?
Yeah,
that
was
one
a great game.
The Owls scored 2 in a minute and a half to topple Endicott here at home. As Kajo plays that one downfield and Chambers goes down, that one does not look pretty. I don't know if Zayuin got a spike on him, but from my point of view, it did not seem too much contact related. He does get up on his own. That's a sign you like to see.
Yeah, and you're just going to see this game get more and more physical as we start to wind it down a little bit. I think teams are starting to get frustrated. Both teams have had numerous opportunities here, and no one can seem to find the way to break the ice. And we're starting to get to the point where we're wondering if someone is going to break this ice at all. You know what I mean?
All it takes is that one defensive mishap, that one slip-up, and you're in the back of the net.
And it's been tough because we've had those defensive slip-ups tonight, and we've been like, oh, here we go. And then all of a sudden, it's been some crazy save or a mishap.
I mean, also a tie does keep the standings, at least with Keene and Plymouth, as is. A loss for either team would be crushing.
Yeah, but you got that tough matchup against Western Connecticut State if you're Keene, you know, and that's not one you're going to guarantee you're going to win, you know. Western Connecticut right now is 6-0 in the conference.
Yeah. But then again, you have Castleton here at home.
And you know that one could be that should be a win.
Yeah,
you know
Castleton last in the conference, winless in the conference. Obviously, you don't want to overlook them.
No, you don't want to trap game.
Obviously, if you need to win or tie to get in.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't. So what you don't want here is you don't want a situation where you tie Plymouth, right? Say we go Western Connecticut, you lose to Western Connecticut. Now you're looking at Vermont as you're winning and you're in, or you're losing and you're out, and that makes the pressure a lot higher. That makes Vermont State a better team because you're already facing some sort of pressure.
Obviously, the Owls just need to focus on this one to start, but we're halfway through the second half here. No score. Woodley Jean-Baptiste has just checked in for the Owls. He got a loud roar from the crowd. Here's Cowan. That one ahead for Korsog. Good slide tackle there. And it will be a Keene throw-in.
Calm down.
So Sims will take it.
Hey, good work, Hano.
It will stay with Keene just further upfield. And this rivalry, at least this game, has been exactly what we've expected. Physical, low scoring, and electric.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we've had electric moments in this game. We've had a lot of near goals, near things, you know, and I mean, but just really the physicality has been really good in this game. That's one of the big, things I think both teams have done really well here is play the game physically, but also play the game relatively clean. I mean, we've had one yellow card on each side. We haven't had red cards, and we haven't had excessive amount of fouls.
Here's Sims working. That will one off of Plymouth. We approach 21 minutes of play left. And Belial will fire that one downfield. Here's Jean-Baptiste with Kajo. Kajo wins that battle. Played back downfield, but out of bounds. So Sims will take the throw in once more. Gains Roberts. Not enough touch on it, taken away by Cowan. Sims from behind gets called for the foul. And so free kick for Plymouth. That'll be Korsog who will take it. Pardon me, he'll leave it for Kajo. And Korsog will just take the pass. Gaines Roberts will watch. That one cleared away by Hamzic. Good defensive play there. Kajo's the first one to get there. No Owls in the area, but however, Woodley Jean-Baptiste in pursuit. Trying to take away that defensive pass as McCarthy fell down. I believe he was called for a handball. As he slipped there, and his hand fell right on it. The updated scores there. Westcon up on Eastcon in the 71st minute, 2-0. Rhode Island College and Dartmouth still knotted up at 0, and Southern Maine still leads UMass Boston 2-1 in the 62nd minute. Wojcinski will take the free kick here. We are under 20 minutes of play left. No score. Wojcinski plays into the box. Mata comes out. It's played away. Bergen ahead for Casarino. Oversteps it, slipping, however, is Wojcinski. Now that one ahead for Cowan. Watched by Dylan Chambers. Cowan trying to get a step into the middle. He can. The shot is blocked. Husanovic is able to handle it. So the wet grass is definitely in effect here.
Yeah, no, we've seen quite a bit of slips here tonight, and that was another chance where I thought, oh, we might get a shot off, and
which is a good recovery there by Chambers.
no, yeah, that's great grip by Chambers. You could see he got low, and you know he didn't want to slip. And if you slip right there, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're Chambers, you know you have to play this conservative. You can't step. You can't take anything too lightly here.
Here's Husanovic in the right side of the box. He'll feed it over to Chambers. Hamzic now. Wojcinski back over to Chambers. He'll get it back. Sent downfield, looking for Gaines Roberts on the far end. Here's Gamache, drops it back. Korsog. Gamache gets it back. Brevio in pursuit, seems a little winded. And now Belial will take it away. Here's Sims. Back to Hamzic. Wojcinski with the speed, it's taken away. But Chambers is there with backup. Holland kind of overstepped it, but he'll recover. Here's Kajo. That one ahead, taken away by Sims. Korsog in pursuit. Here's Bergoza. That one's sent downfield. Kajo will now handle. Back and forth action here. No team can really get anything going. Here's Labunga with Holland. He'll step back, feed it over to Wojcinski. It went under his foot. And now Plymouth will handle. Here's Holland, under 17 minutes of play left. Casarino, watched by Chambers. Chambers with a good defensive play. He'll drop it back to Hamzic. Wojcinski now. Ahead for Brevio. Sets up Labunga. Labunga on the near sideline. Tries to get it through the legs of Holland, unable, and cleared. Here's Belial. Now Labunga. Finds some open space. Brevio tries to get it to Jean-Baptiste. It's knocked away. Wojcinski now controls. Drops it back to Brevio. Brevio fires. That one was blocked. Here's Gaines Roberts. Unable to get there. Cowan gets there first. It's cleared away. McLaughlin throws a shoulder. Bergoza shoves him down, and he's called for the foul. Some frustration there from Pietro Bergoza. As now Plymouth State with a free kick at just about midfield.
Yeah, but I think both teams really needed that stop. I think both teams were really struggling, just to get anything going. And they were just turning it over back and forth. And I think both teams kind of needed a little bit of a reset, get back into position.
I needed a reset there. Here's a shot from outside. Husanovic shuts the door. A dangerous chance from Rowan McCarthy. And a diving stop from Eldon Husanovic. He will definitely slow things down here.
Yeah, I think Matt Schmidt saw the playoff chances just drift it right there for a second. But Husanovic has really stepped up here in this second half, especially. I mean, he's been terrific here.
DiGiovanni and Hanal Vasquez look to check in. That one dropped all the way back to Husanovic. Here's Hamzic now. Vergoza. Downfield. Kajo's the first one to get there, pressured by Jean-Baptiste. And he'll clear that one down. It will be a Keene State throw-in. And there's DiGiovanni and Hanal Vasquez checking in. Looks like they will replace Gaines Roberts, as well as Woodley Jean-Baptiste. Colby Callan is off, and Nick Farrow is back on for the Panthers. Under 15 minutes to go here. Now thrown back in by Chambers. That one trying to find a seam in the box. A loose ball is cleared away. And sent back downfield. Hamzic controls. He'll drop it back to Husanovic. George Bergen in pursuit. Here's Hamzic. That one finds its way out off of Casarino. No, that will be a... It will be a throw-in for Keene. That's what everyone else thought, besides Vince Casarino. Is almost a huge break for the Panthers.
Yeah, no, that was, I thought, I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, very concerned. I don't know, I thought that was clearly a Keene State throw.
I mean, even if it was a Plymouth throw-in, all the Owls were out of position. That was a big step there for Luke McLaughlin. Here's Chambers, who will take the throw-in. Brevio bumps it off his chest. Keeps it in bounds downfield. Skogesteg lets it roll out for a goal kick. That one played over to Kajo. Intercepted by Belial. Belial, contact from behind, whistle blown. And the foul called on Plymouth. That one on Kofi Kajo.
Yeah, let's see if Keene State can get something here. The opportunity, this isn't the best opportunity they've had all night, so I don't know if we can expect something, but I really hope that this can be the offensive possession that they can finally get a goal here.
Under 13 minutes to play here. Wojcinski will set it up.
What he needs to do is drive it a little bit harder, not chip it as much. We've seen those chips not work out too well here tonight.
We'll see if the Owls, they need to stay on sides too. That one sent low towards the net. Hamzic couldn't get there. Cleared away. Now Korsog walking a tightrope. He'll clear it downfield. He'll be a throw-in. The Owls quick to get it in. Straight to Sims. Trying to keep up the pressure. As that one goes out, and now a Plymouth throw-in. Here come the Panthers with numbers. Bergen into the middle of the field. Casarino taken away and cleared out. Labunga plays it downfield. Chasing after Hanal Vasquez. He's got Skogesteg to beat. Hanal Vasquez gets a step. Trying to handle the ball into the box. And one last defensive play there by Kofi Kajo. What a step for Nicholas Hanal Vasquez.
Yeah, no, he took off for the races, and, you know, he's fresh. He's freshly off the bench, so he has a lot of energy in the tank. I thought he was able to get the corner, but this defense from Plymouth State has done a really good job just containing the Keene offense, not letting them around, you know, letting them shoot from the outside and not the inside.
Especially those senior defenders like Skogesteg and Holland.
Absolutely.
As well as Kajo, also a senior. That back end is experienced. As that's Hanal Vasquez also going down, grabbing that right leg. Slow to get up. He does on his own. Now here's Belial. Here's Labunga. Not enough. And back the other direction. Good body screen there. Now the Owls have control. That's Wojcinski. DiGiovanni. Brevio gets a shove from Kajo. He takes it away. Now good play there. And offsides is called on Plymouth. Bergoza got the defensive play anyways. But he'll also have a free kick. 10.5 minutes of play to go. A low pass there handled by DiGiovanni. Now here's Wojcinski. Jack DiGiovanni handles. Downfield, and Brevio couldn't get a step. Matt is there to handle it.
You're wasting them every time.
10 minutes of play to go. No score here between Plymouth and Keene. Now one played ahead, handled by McLaughlin. Belial there with pressure. That one sent downfield by Gamache. Casarino gets a head on it. Hamzic is there to take it away. Over to Labunga. That one ahead to Henao Vasquez. Downfield with Hamzic with speed. And Matt is able to get there first. That's not something you see often. Demir Hamzic, the fifth-year defender, who's really the backbone of this Owls defense, all the way on the offensive end.
Yeah, and absolutely a creative idea, and I thought it might have worked there for a second. If he had an extra step, I think he would have gotten there.
Labunga with the takeaway. He draws the foul as well. Owls looking for a card. They won't get it. 9 minutes to go. Stolaliman and Corby look to check in. Chambers will take the free kick. Or he'll leave it for Bergoza. Downfield off the foot of Wojcinski, taken away by the Panthers. A huge LEC matchup coming down to the wire. The winner looks to stay alive, really, in the LEC playoff race. Both teams tied for that 6th and final spot. Sims knocks it out. It will be a Panther throw-in. That's Korsog. Here's Bergoza, drops it back. Husanovic, 8 minutes to go. Back to Bergoza. Here's Sims. Brevio. Now Wojcinski. Ahead for Sims. Javi Sims. Taken away by Kajo. Plymouth State leads the Owls in shots on goal. They're knotted up at 10 apiece in total shots. Here's Hamzic. Making some moves. Here's Jack DiGiovanni. The shot save made by Mata. A bullet from outside the box. But it was right into the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think that was the best opportunity.
Yeah.
That's the best look Keene's going to get here. I mean, that was just right out in front. And Mata's just, I mean, credit to him. I mean, he's just put on a show here tonight for Plymouth State. And I mean, he's kept Plymouth State alive in this game.
He's made 5 saves, but those 5 saves have been 5 huge saves. Husanovic has also made 5 saves, but a few of those were not really as big as Mata's so far. Here's Labunga trying to get a step on Skogastig. Looking for a foul. It will go Plymouth's way. That one went out of bounds off of Labunga. We've seen a lot of hands up from the Keene State coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a tough game overall. I think, you know, it's been frustrating on, you know, all phases of the game, and the officiating hasn't been fully there for Keene State, I think, in any aspect.
Wojcinski trying to get a step on Kajo. A good step there, but Henao Vasquez also with pressure. That one now controlled by Korsog. Plays it downfield with speed. Sims is there to knock it away. And a corner for Plymouth State with just under 6 minutes to go.
This is big. This is going to be a defining moment here for Keene State. I mean, they've played on the front foot on the offensive side most of this half, and Plymouth State here has a rare opportunity. And if you're Plymouth State, you're looking for any opportunity, any chance, anything. You know what I mean? Anything here to go in, some sort of miracle.
That's Holland who will take it as usual. We're under 5.5 to go. A huge moment in a scoreless game. He'll play it in, knocked away in the box, and cleared out. It will be a throw-in for Plymouth, but a big defensive stand there by the Owls. Hamzic was able to get ahead on it first. Under 5 minutes remaining. Stolaliman and Corby still waiting to check in. Waiting for the moment they can get a sub. McLaughlin will take the throw in. Fires it into the front of the box. And it will be a goal kick. Stolaliman and Corby finally come on. 4:32 to go here in Keene. So Husanovic will set up his goal kick. The Owls have been right there in chances, just haven't been able to capitalize. Still opportunities to break the tie. Here's Casarino. A shot from the outside. Husanovic, another diving save. Eldon Husanovic has been superb tonight. As here's Corby on the near sideline. That one knocked out by McCarthy. A throw-in will be taken by Stolaliman. And he ran a little too far forward. He'll have to hold back. Under 4 minutes to go. He'll leave it for Chambers to fire it downfield. Here's Hamzic. Labunga trying to get a shot. He scores! He scores! Mark Labunga puts the Owls ahead with 3:39 to go. What a goal! They break the ice, and Dr. Ron Butcherfield erupts. What a goal from the Owls. Martin Labunga is the hero so far.
How many times have we said that before already in his short career?
His 4th goal of the season. And we'll take a breather here. Still 3.5 minutes of play remaining here, but wow, what a moment.
Absolutely, I mean, great opportunity, and you just saw Labunga, and you just saw the way it just came off his foot. You just knew it just looked perfect. Buried it, bottom corner.
A huge, huge moment for the Owls, especially in the playoff race. We'll see if they can hold on. Here's Holland. Fires it downfield. Kajo. Knocked away there by Bergoza. And he'll clear it away. Sims keeps it in bounds and fires it downfield. It will be a throw-in. Just not as close downfield as we thought. As there's a player down, that's an Owl in the far corner. Potentially a cramp, I believe. No, I think that's Bergoza. .311 remaining.
Nice job, buddy. Nice job, bud. Nice job. Yeah, nice job, buddy.
Trainer coming out, Bergoza
Nice job, dude.
getting some assistance from his teammates.
Yeah, it's been a long game, and we're at the end. I know those cramps are coming. You haven't had water all half.
Yeah.
It's been a unbelievably physical and stressful half for these teams as well. I mean, it's just been left all out there for everybody. I think both teams are kind of going to go home with empty tanks tonight.
Yeah, definitely what we expected. A game like this, very physical, very fun. Even when it was scoreless, there's opportunities left and right, big saves being made. Just a really good game of soccer to watch and call.
And it just took that long to break the ice. I mean, these two teams were just so, knotted up the whole entire way, and no one could find anything. And Martin Lubunga just, the hero.
You got to feel for Cole Mata. He's been standing on his head all game long. That one, a low shot, just a little too far to the right for him.
Yeah, and you're just 3 minutes away from a clean sheet and a shutout, and you just barely miss it.
That one headed away. Swinging and a miss. Here's Hartshorn with space. Luke Hartshorn has a 3-on-1 with Sims. I believe that's Corby. Back downfield, and Mata's able to recover. Almost disaster for the Panthers there. Skogesteg, that one knocked away by Stolaliman. It'll be a throw-in for Casarino. 2:40 to go. That one played into the box. Player goes down, headed out of bounds. Will it be a corner? No, it will be a Keene State goal kick. As that's Stolaliman, he took the contact going up for the header. We've got a clock stoppage with 2:25. Another owl down. That's Nicholas Hanal Vasquez just trying to stretch out those legs. As he's been a big part on offense so far. Now Vasquez also credited with one of the assists on Lubunga's goal. As Hartshorn tries to play it ahead, here's McCarthy. Casarino. Nice step there on Stolaliman. Gets around Lubunga too. Cross into the middle, intercepted. Here's Hanal Vasquez, 2 minutes to go. Hartshorn leaves it for Hamzic. What a play there by Luke Hartshorn. Tries to feed it ahead for Hartshorn. That one sent into the Owls bench area for a Keene throw-in.
Yeah, Keene State's going to definitely take their time here.
As we'll get a clock stoppage. Stolaliman will take the throw-in. Minute 41 to go. That one intercepted by Casarino. Jack Corby leaves it for Hamzic. He'll get it back. Plays it back downfield off of Bergen, out of bounds. 90 seconds to go. Stolaliman waiting to take the throw in. And he'll take a little too much time. Gets a clock stoppage. We're back underway. That one cleared out into the stands. And now Vasquez will now take the throw in.
I can't stop.
And now Vasquez working in the corner. It's poked out. And a Panther throw-in coming up under a minute to go. Stolaliman heads it for Hartshorn. And now Vasquez goes right back into the corner to try and drain clock. That one stays in bounds. Stolaliman now handles it on the sideline. Hits it off of Casarino for an Owl throw-in. 30 seconds to go. Here's Hanal Vasquez handling it. Cleared back out of bounds. We have 20 on the clock. Played straight up, staying with Keene. 10 seconds to go.
7, 6, 5.
The clock ticking down. The crowd waving goodbye. Owls fly on and stay alive in the LEC playoff race. A stunning 1-0 win over in-state rival Plymouth. What a fun one, Ryan.
Absolutely. I mean, just an overall great game, and it feels good for the Owls to still be alive in this race. And, man, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Martin Labunga with the game winner, his 4th of the year. We'll be back in a few moments for the return of the Sullivan Tire postgame show here on the Owls Media Network.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
with extraordinary hearts
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes,
learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab. In the studio.
In the pool.
On the dance floor.
On the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself and
a paycheck that earns.
Elevated confidence.
World-class courage.
And we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration.
We explore what drives our passions.
Celebrate our individual voices.
And spark possibility together.
Every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is going to fall.
There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Redfern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College athletic program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls, and remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
And we're back here on the Owls Media Network. I'm Ryan Otterson, alongside me, Martin Lebunger, Eldon Husanovic. 1-0 win here tonight against Plymouth State. My first question is going to go out to Eldon. You know, you guys you had a 5-1 loss, and defensively you guys probably had some worries, but what'd you guys do tonight to really rebound and kind of get that clean sheet?
Well, we just went with our momentum, motivation, and confidence. Every time we huddle up, we're always confident and we know what the goal is. And this helped us out tremendously. And with my teammates having my back, everybody has each other's back. It's going to get us to the top and eventually win us the LEC.
Yeah, absolutely. Martin, my question for you, you kind of play a different role each week. You sometimes start, you come off the bench. What do you do to prepare yourself kind of to come off that bench and give your team that, last push?
Yeah, I always like ready to play no matter what.
Yeah, perfect, dude. And then a question for you, Eldon. In the first half, there was a little bit of a shakiness on defense, kind of some, turnovers and kind of stuff like that. And you guys had a little bit of trouble transitioning from the defense to the midfield, getting it up forward. What was kind of like a halftime thing that you guys kind of went over that kind of adjusted?
We just said we got to wake up because all they done was defend. And they know, like, they're at our house, and we got to take the win away. So at halftime, we made sure that everybody needs to lock in. And when you lose the ball, we tell them, run back and win the ball back, and don't walk back. And that's how it led to the goal, and that was magical.
Yeah. And one more question, I'll just send it to both of you guys. You guys have 2 games left in the season. What is one thing you're taking away from this game, moving it forward?
Yeah, we're just ready for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Locked in.
Like I said, confidence. Every practice, we just gotta give it our all. Give it our all, and like I said, have each other's back. This is a family, and I've always said this before to my team. Like, when we win the LEC, we're gonna go far in the NCAA's. We're gonna shock teams. Like I said, when they come here or if we go anywhere else, we're not gonna let anybody walk in our nest. We're gonna destroy every team, and like I said, confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your time. We'll be right back here on the Owls Media Network.
Awesome.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Turn this music on, we still dancing.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
And welcome back to the Owls Media Network. My name is Teddy Steinberg, joined alongside head coach Matt Schmidt. And coach, a stunner late to pull it off, a big win here, heading into the LEC playoffs over your in-state rivals. What were your overall thoughts?
Well, one, just being at home, we love that. We know if we stay in the hunt, for instance, a lot of games where we've given up a goal early. We didn't do that today. We battled Elias's save off the line, which was huge. And then so keeping ourselves in it because then we know late we're that kind of team who can create that game-winning goal. And Vasquez putting that ball back for Martin, that was beautiful. So excited for the boys there.
Yeah, speaking of defense, Elias was strong there. You guys struggled a little bit in the first half, picked it up in the second half, as well as offensively. What adjustments did you make at halftime, if there were any?
Yeah, well, 2 things we knew. One, that they're going to battle. They're a very physical team. They're very good at winning the first and second ball. That's what led to the shot that he cleared off the line. They pick up that second ball. But early we knew we needed to switch the point of attack more, and we were getting stuck on one side. We were kind of getting caught up in the north-south game, front-to-back game, which they play, which, just played into their hand a little bit. It was slick out there, so the game, the wetness of the field kind of kept it a little bit less sharp than we wanted, but that's what we said at halftime. We need to be tidier on the ball. We need to switch the point so that we can get that attacking play going more, which would play more to our advantage.
And Eldon Husanovic was great in that tonight. Shut out 6 saves after a tough loss, a tough game for him against Williams. What have you seen from him recently?
Oh, yeah, no, that's Eldon at his best right there. He's just confident, weight forward, very commanding in the box with the services, great saves on those long-range shots. When he's on like that, that's what we need. That's going to lead to shutouts, and that's going to lead to wins. Yeah.
And Martin Lubunga, the game winner, the hero from tonight. He's been great for you guys off the bench.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him so far this season?
He's always a spark. I think one of the reasons that's the role for him is when the game's like it was in the first half, a lot of those battles, a lot of back and forth, like we did sub him in there, and it was just like him trying to get a hold of the game was a little bit tricky. But once the game is established and we're in it a little bit more, that's that time where he can shine and have that special movement. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I'm real happy for him. He deserves that.
Yeah. And obviously the big win here tonight in the LEC, a huge game. You have 2 games left at WestCon and here to take on Castleton. What are your expectations heading into the end of the playoff race?
Yeah, I think we need to think about every game as it's the last game in the playoffs. That's how we kind of came in tonight, that this was a playoff game. You lose, you could go home. And so I want to take the confidence from tonight, understanding we can be in that playoff mindset. We're going to make a special run here, go into WestCon, take that energy there, bring it back home here to Castleton, and then just keep rolling.
Awesome. Congrats on the win, Coach. Thanks for joining us. Go celebrate.
Yeah, thank you.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Benton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at FentonDealerships.com.
If you're not here for Fandom 101, you're in the wrong class. Here, we learn the fundamentals of fanology, the basics of bringing the noise, and the physics of bringing it out. Your path to fan mastery begins here. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA Championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
New Car Nissan of Keene has over 2,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. The largest selection of new Nissans in New Hampshire. Plus, every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. And will deliver your new car anywhere in the Granite State for free. Come explore our stunning new state-of-the-art facility. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
My name is Zachary Irving. I am a business management and finance major. After I graduate, I am going up to Bar Harbor, Maine. I'm going to work as a climbing guide for Acadia Mountain Guides. I'm going to get to be outdoors all the time and really do what I'm passionate about, which is teaching other people how to rock climb and showing them the places that I'm passionate about. Keene State allowed me to pursue my passions in a way that convinced me to pursue them for my career, and I'm glad that I'll be able to continue doing that afterwards.
My name is Ali Alzuar. I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm a nursing major and I play soccer here. I chose to be a nurse because it aligned perfectly with who I am. I'm a social person, I love science, and most importantly, I love helping people. After graduation, I'm going to work as a surgical ICU nurse at Dartmouth-Hitchcock. Keene State has helped enhance my critical thinking skills and has made me a well-rounded person thanks to knowledgeable professors. What excites me most is starting a new chapter and making a difference in my patients' lives.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
Welcome Owl's entire postgame show. The Owls squeezed out a win late, 1-0 over Plymouth State. Martin Labonga with the game winner with 3:39 to go as the Owls get a big win in the LEC to stay alive in the playoff races. Here's a look at the other scores around the LEC in terms of the Owls playoff race. WestCon stays undefeated in conference play. They move to 7-0 in the conference. They take down rival EastCon 2-1. Rhode Island College and UMass Dartmouth ended up scoreless, 0-0. And UMass Boston with a late goal with 1:05 remaining tied it up against Southern Maine. That game ended in a draw. Here are the updated Little East Conference standings. Keene State remains in the 6th spot, but now is 3 points ahead of Plymouth State. Southern Maine at 5, UMass Dartmouth 11, Boston tied with 11, and WestCon still in 1st. EastCon trailing right behind. Thanks for tuning in. The next broadcast here on the Owls Media Network will be women's soccer. You'll hear me on the call. They take on WestCon here on Saturday. Swim and Dive will also be streaming. They'll be taking on Gordon College. Once again, my name is Teddy Steinberg. From all of us here, our great team at the Owls Media Network, have a good night.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.